Ready?
All right, well, welcome back. We've had a little fun practicing handling objections, and now we want to move on, and we want to talk a little bit about getting those shows dated on the calendar. And here's a situation that I encounter a lot with consultants, especially newer consultants. I'm not picking on our new people. We love our new people at Pampered Chef. But somebody will say, oh my gosh, you know, I got 3 bookings at my show. And I'm going, great. Tell me when they are. What are the dates? Well, we still have to work that out. Okay. So nothing was dated. No, but so-and-so is going to book and so-and-so is going to book. And I have to call and I have to work all that out. Okay, so one thing I want to make really clear. A booking is not a booking until the date is on the calendar. Okay? Amen. A booking is not a booking until there is a date for it on the calendar. That's when it is now a booking. It is a lead up till that point, okay? Because that host or that person has not made the decision yet to have that show if there's not a date. When you have a date, you kind of cement the deal, okay? Now in their mind, they have made the decision to have that show. So we want to go for the date on the calendar. We don't want to let people walk it out and they're saying, call me later. You know, yeah, I have a show. Give me a call. You will spend a month chasing this person around. And by the time you finally catch up with them, you're going to be just brokenhearted because they are no longer going to be interested. Okay, because too much time has now passed. So we want to get really good at dating shows at our shows so that they make the decision then 90% of the time. Once they date the show and make the decision to have the show, they hold the show, okay? So this is just going to help you work smarter rather than harder. So Elizabeth and I are going to have a little fun here. We're going to role play how to get this person on our calendar, okay? And this is something I do really well because I do not have time to chase people around. Okay, and I know that half of them I will never get, okay? So we're going to be doing our checkout. Elizabeth is going to be my customer, my guest, and she's going to come up to me. I have an order form, but I don't know what I did with it, Elizabeth, so we can act really real. Here it is. Okay, so Elizabeth can come up to me and give me her order, and I'm just going to kind of, don't have this scripted out, but I'm just going to kind of do what I do at a show, so you guys get to see this, okay?
All right. Had so much fun.
Oh, good. I was just going to ask you if you had fun. You were the life of the party tonight, Elizabeth.
Okay.
I love you. I wish you would chat. You go to all my shows and just be a fun person for me.
No, my family would not.
Oh, they would. Oh, it was so much fun. So let me see. What are you getting here tonight, Elizabeth? What did you find that's going to help you in your kitchen?
I need that rock crock.
Oh, you're going to love the rock crock. Good choice.
Yes, I don't have time to cook, and this sounds like it's going to save me tons of time in the kitchen.
Okay, great. So saving time in the kitchen is important to you.
Very.
Yeah, I would imagine you have a lot of friends that are just like you, busy with kids. They got to get in and out of the kitchen fast. Yes. Well, you know what, Elizabeth? I would absolutely love to come get together with you and your friends and show some quick and easy meal ideas. Maybe share a new recipe that they can prepare in 20 minutes. Would that be something your friends would enjoy?
I don't know. They're all so busy with soccer and PTA and everything else, and we all have kids. It's hard to get our husbands to watch them.
Yeah. Well, we could do a daytime if y'all are home during the day. I offer daytime lunches, I offer evenings, and I do some weekends. What of those do you think might work best for your friends?
You do daytime?
I do. I do lots of lunch parties.
I don't know if I can get some that work to come. I'll have to check with them. So let me get your business card so I can call you back.
Okay, well, I would love for you to check with your friends, Elizabeth. Let me just kind of show you what I have.
Okay.
Okay, because my calendar is so full that I would just hate for you to go check with all your friends and call me, and y'all pick a date, and I'm not available.
Okay.
Okay, so are you thinking you like daytime?
I think I do like daytime.
Okay, so if you wanted to have a daytime party, I could do the 9th. I'm available during the day on the 9th, and I'm also available during the day on the 14th. So that would be either a Thursday at lunchtime. We typically start about 11 or 11:30, or the 14th. Which of those do you think might work?
Well, I can't do Tuesdays. I work Tuesdays, but I'm off on Thursdays.
Well, that sounds perfect.
It is.
I tell you what, why don't we put, I use my little stickies here, why don't we put a little placeholder on that date for you and your friends? Okay, about 11 good for you?
That sounds great.
Okay, we're going to put you right down here at 11 o'clock, Elizabeth. You go home and check with those friends.
Okay.
and I'll just check with you tomorrow. I'll give you a quick call tomorrow and make sure that date looks good for everybody. Is
Sounds
that all right?
good. Yes, that
Okay,
sounds great.
perfect. What kind of fun thing do you want to do for your friends?
Well, it's a
What
little
would they
early
like?
for wine, cheese, and chocolate.
We can do mimosas and cheese and chocolate.
Oh, yes, we can. So,
Never too.
Okay.
They're coming.
So are we thinking more brunchy or more lunchy?
Let's do brunch.
Okay,
I
brunch.
like the thought
All
of
right.
mimosas in the morning.
Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, I'm so excited.
Me
We're gonna
too.
have a great time working together.
Yes, that'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, perfect. So, all right, do you notice how she was saying, I can't set a date, you're gonna have to call me? And I just nodded, I acknowledged that I heard what she said, and I understand you wanna check with your friends. Let me show you what I have. And this is my deal. I do this every time. Let me show you what I have and open up the calendar, okay? Because my calendar is always sitting there closed on my checkout. I open up that calendar, and she's looking at this calendar. She's seeing that it's busy. I mean, every one of these green stickies is a show for April, okay? And for real, I have the 9th and the 11th.
Not
that I can do
anymore.
daytime shows. I'm gonna take that sticky off. I'll be at your house doing a show. But anyway, it creates that sense of urgency that they need to take a spot on my calendar, okay? And I'm trying to avoid that, having to spend 2 or 3 weeks chasing them around. That is not good use of your time. And their interest in having the show is going to start to die down once they leave there. So we want to cement the deal. Did I chase her out of the house and down the street and let the air out of her tires? No, I just opened my calendar and showed her a couple choices, and we worked through. And then I borrowed Cheryl's words. I love that, a placeholder. Let's put a placeholder. It works like a charm, and I got that from Cheryl. I love it. Were you going to say something?
We have a question. If
Okay.
our calendar's not quite that full, how can we?
Make it full, okay? Hopefully you've gone through your calendar and you have identified the dates and times you want to do shows based on what your family has going on or whatever your personal schedules are like. Okay, so you have identified. So my schedule's mine now because I don't have to deal with kids and other activities, so I'm more flexible than I ever used to be. But years ago, when I had 4 kids at home, I did Tuesday nights and I did every other Saturday morning, period. That was it, because that's all I could offer. I had a sitter for every Tuesday night to watch my kids, and my husband would be home on Saturdays if they had sports activities, and I could do a Saturday morning show and meet them at the ball field by 12:30 or 1 o'clock and be there for the rest of the day. So first you decide what works for you and you highlight those dates. I don't care if you write your favorite TV shows on the other days. Okay, just busy up the times you don't want to work so your calendar looks busy, and it will create that sense of urgency that when they look at this, they're going, oh my gosh, they start to realize I need to get on there, okay, because she's busy, she's not kidding, and I'm not having to say anything rude, I'm not having to twist their arm, I'm nodding, I'm agreeing with, she's saying you're going to have to call me, and I'm going, okay, and I'm going, but let me just show you what I have. And it works like a charm.
So, and then do you close it up before the next person comes so that you always have
sometimes it's
opening?
just sitting over
Okay.
there, but usually I'm doing my orders on my book.
Uh-huh.
I'm usually, because I don't want to write on her good table or something, so it's usually right under my orders where
Okay.
it's real easy to pull it out. Yeah.
Do you do that before you do her order?
I used to, but I have learned, Belinda Ellsworth was saying that, I believe, is do the order first and kind of talk a little bit about what she's ordering, because it gives her brain a chance to change over from that analytical mode where she's been going through the book and trying to figure out what to buy and how much she can afford to spend and all that, to a more relaxed social mode. Remember how she talked about that? So I've started doing that, and I find it helps. It's just easier to bring it up when we've talked about her order for a few minutes and focus on that, and then go into the booking the show. And they are now suggesting, and even Judy Joel confirmed this with